Peace and blessings, y'all. I have decided to start doing, I don't know, I think I'll probably call it life update videos. Why? I don't really know. I just kind of have an itch to share things that are going on in my life with you guys. And so right now, if you notice, my setup is a little bit different. It may not be the quality may not be as great as some of my other videos, and let me tell you why. Because I recently bought myself a new laptop. It is a beastie machine. If I find the time and energy, I will do a review on this laptop. One thing that you may not know about me is that I am a little bit techie, kind of geeky. So I like technology and specs about different items and things like that. So I might go over this and share it with you if you're interested in that type of thing. So I have a new laptop, and this one has a built-in webcam. And I was just kind of lazy. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sitting here on the couch with my pillow and my Snuggie, and I have on my little knit cardigan. I just threw this top on for the sake of the video, but I'm sitting here so comfortable, y'all. And I did not feel like getting my tripod and hooking everything up and doing a little fancy setup, making a little fancy video. So I said, I'm just gonna sit up here on my couch and use my computer to record. If you see me look that way, it's because the windows are open and I kind of get distracted easily, especially if somebody walks by. But anyway, what I want to know is how the quality of this video is. If it's acceptable, I already can tell that it's not, the quality is not as high as if I was using my cell phone. My cell phone, I think, records 1080p HD. It's just very, very high quality. This laptop actually only goes up to, I want to say, maybe 720p. And I think it does record in HD, but I can't wait to upload this to YouTube and see the video myself and see the quality difference between this and the other. If it's unbearable, if you guys really, really hate the quality of this, let me know, and I probably won't make any more with the webcam, but I think the quality should be pretty acceptable. So let me know how you feel about that. So anyway, back to little septum thing want to mess up, but back to what I was saying, that I'm going to start doing life updates. Now, I cannot promise you guys how often I'm going to do these life updates. I can't get on here like some YouTubers and say, oh yeah, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I'm gonna give you boom, 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 and this, and that. I can't promise you that, because honestly, I just do these videos whenever I feel like doing these videos. This one probably won't be edited. Thus far I have edited pretty much probably about 95% of my videos, but this one I really don't plan on editing because I have a whole lot to do, which is going to be part of what I talk about in this video, what's going on in my life and just all the stuff that I do. And so from here on out, that's what I will be sharing in my life updates. So let's see where to start. I actually thought about possibly making a little note card so I can remember everything to tell you guys, but I'm just going to go off the top of my head. So if I repeat myself, don't make a big deal out of it, because I do repeat myself a lot. And if I skip over something, inshallah, God willing, it'll be in the next life update. So first things first, something that I'm very, very excited about is the fact that we currently have a realtor. Okay, let me tell you why I'm excited about that, because we're moving, and we pretty much made, well, I pretty much made the decision that we are going to move from the place that we're currently in now. The reason why I say I made the decision is because my husband, he is pretty much down for whatever I'm down for. Whatever makes me happy, like, he's fine with that. So if I want to stay here for another 3 years, we stay here for 3 years. If I want to move tomorrow, he'd find a way to make us move tomorrow. So he's like, babe, you know, wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, like, it's fine. You know, as long as he don't have to drive too far to work, he's fine with it. So I've been on the ball, y'all, really since like last year, probably November, December-ish. I've been looking for places. I've gone to some places and people actually told me, well, you're actually too early, especially like if it's an apartment complex or whatever. They'd be like, oh, you're too early because we don't even know how much the apartments are going to be in whatever month it is that you're moving. So you need to wait like 2 or 3 months and come back. And I'm like, gosh, I never knew that you could be, too early. My husband and I have been married for more than 7 years, and we've only lived in 2 different places. So I'm not very familiar with the whole. I mean, I know how to move. I moved a lot with my mom when I was still living with her, but like the whole process of finding a new apartment and things like that, because I do like apartment style living. I'm not quite ready for the permanency of a home. I would like for us, we would like to travel sometime in the near future, and so a home is not really very appealing to me right now. Plus, I like knowing that I have people like, upstairs or downstairs or right next door. I like the feel of apartment complexes or lofts or townhomes, condos, things where people are like right next to you. I like that feeling for some reason. Maybe down the line, I'll be ready for a home, but right now I don't want a house like a condo townhome maybe, but a house, not quite. So I was looking at apartment complexes. It was like I was like, I know I want an apartment complex. I know that I want us to have this 2-bedroom, blah 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 blah. And I started looking in the area, and the area that we're in right now, it's a booming area. Like as far as business and everybody trying to get in this area, it is a booming area. There are people that have been transferred from other countries here who come here for work, specifically in this area or surrounding areas. It's a very booming area, and with it being a booming area, rent is no joke, y'all. Like I'm talking about, rent is just no joke. Believe me when I tell you that rent is no joke. When we lived in College Station, we lived there for about 4 years in College Station, Texas. We were able to get a 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit for, if I'm not mistaken, right around $600 a month. Okay, and the price that we were paying for that, we locked into that price. So for the whole time we were there, our rent did not increase. We were truly blessed. So from there, after I graduated college and we decided to move to Houston, we came here and we were getting a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, about half of what we had before for more than what we were paying before. And so we just had to, realize, hey, you're in Houston, it's a whole different horse. You're gonna pay more. And so we were fine with that, and now like our space that we're in now, you can kind of get a glimpse of it. Like we're just I feel like we've outgrown it, and they've done some work to it since we've been here that I did not know that they would do. I don't know if you can really see like the wall, the ceiling up here above. You see how it's kind of bumpy or whatever? That wasn't like that when we moved in, okay? After we moved in, they decided to come in here and put some holes in the ceilings and some holes in the walls. I'm really not sure exactly what they were doing. Something about the foundation. I don't even know. It's probably not even foundation. I don't know what it was. But they decided to come in here and put some holes in our ceilings and our walls and do some stuff inside and then patch it back up. And then this is what happens. They painted over it. It's fine, but it's bumpy. And me, I have a very, very keen attention to detail. So this bothers me, okay? These cabinets, can you see that? Those cabinets, I am sick of those brown colored cabinets, y'all. I'm sick of it. When we moved in, it was fine. It was great. But I guess I over time I've gotten bored with it. So I think I went off on a tangent. I did. I was telling y'all. And see, this is how it's gonna be. So if you need somebody who's reading from a cue card, it is gonna stay on point. Don't watch these videos, y'all, because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be all over the place. This is just how my brain works. So what I was telling y'all is that the rent in this area is high, and I was looking for apartments because I figured, I wanted us to get an apartment, just a bigger, size apartment. Y'all, those prices were so high. I was like, this is so unprofessional, but I'm not trying to be professional right now. I told y'all this video is not gonna be edited. So we just gonna go with it. Okay, so I was saying that the rent is high. I was looking at those apartments that I wanted, and I was like, for this price, honestly, we could be in a house. If I was ready for a house, we could be in a house, a condo, or a townhome. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't know who is governing the prices on these apartments, but y'all gonna make people live under a bridge trying to charge $900 to $1,000 for a 1-bedroom. Like efficiencies are like $700-800 a month. I'm like, what are y'all doing? So I said, well, you know what? We're not poor, but we're not rich. So let me just go ahead and start looking at other things and not just limit myself to an apartment complex. So I started to look at lofts and condos and townhomes and things like that. And I was working with realtors and or apartment locators at first, and y'all, they just were not it wasn't great. So I had to quote unquote fire people. I don't like using that word, but somebody told me that if you're working with a realtor or an apartment locator or whomever, before you get into an agreement with someone new, you have to fire the person that you're dealing with. So I was dealing with a few people, and I started dealing with one guy. He forgot the stuff that I was telling him. I would tell him, okay, we do or don't need washer dryer connections. Oh yeah, you were the one. You want to wash and dryer? No, dude, I was telling you about connections. I need you to pay attention. Like if you're dealing with like 2,000 something people, don't even much take me as one of your clients, because I can tell that you're not giving me your attention. So I had to fire him, right? Dealing with another chick, she was so sweet, and I really, really wanted to work with her, and I wanted her to get the commission from wherever we decided to move. She was so sweet, but she was new, y'all, and she didn't have a lot of experience, and she was sending me to these neighborhoods that was like crackish, and I was like, baby, we ain't gonna be able to do it. And I was very patient, and I kept going to, things on her list, and I was like, okay, like the apartment's nice, but the neighborhood is crackish. Like I can't, boo, I can't do this. So I politely fired her. She was grateful. She said, thank you for being patient with me, blah, blah, blah. But y'all, now we have a real realtor. I keep saying that because this lady is on her game. I'm talking about the first 2 places that she sent us was better than a list of 10 places that I have been to from multiple realtors. This lady is on it, okay? And when we decided to officially make her our realtor by signing the little paperwork or whatever, guess what? She didn't send us an email with something that we had to print out and scan and upload and fax back to her or snail mail back to her. Sweetie, she emailed us a form where we could sign it right there. So we could sign it from our smartphones, okay? Like, I was like, talk about convenience. She was on it. I'm talking about she showed up to the showings, showed us the places that we were interested in, noted down what we didn't like about the place, what we did like about the place. When I told her, I want to expand our search area, I want to include this. Okay, no problem. You should have your new list by blah, 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 blah. Let me know if you're interested in something, what dates and times work for you so that I can set it up. Boom, boom, boom. I sent her an email. She responds in really a couple of minutes. Like, I don't really ever have to wait more than 30 minutes to get a response from her. Phone call, she answers. Text messages, she answers. I'm just completely blown away by this lady. Like, I'm just so pleased with her. So we went to see the part that I'm really excited about is the fact that we recently went to see this condo, y'all, that I really, really love. Not only does let me stop saying my husband saw it also. I just feel like I'm like the head honcho when it comes to this, because he's basically giving me free reign to do whatever. As long as he does not have to travel too far from work, he's fine. If I like it, if I love it, he's fine. He's not as picky as I am. So he visited the place too. He loved the layout and everything. I like the layout and also the things that were in the condo. I'm talking about updated stove, updated doors, knobs, cabinetry, shelves. Everything was nice. It has stairs in it. It's a full 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, lots of space, over 1,000 square feet. The price we can afford. It was just everything, right? The only reason why we have not signed for it is that we do not want to be too hasty. We have close to 60 days, a little bit less than 60 days to be out of the unit that we're in right now, okay? So we have time. We don't have to rush. So I don't want to rush and sign on, to some place and then something better comes along and then I'm like, oh man, we should have waited. Because once we give this deposit or whatever, like, it's no going back. They're not going to give us back our deposit. And this deposit for this one that I just told you about is pretty steep. So we need to be absolutely sure. So I'm trying to wait, inshallah, God willing, for just, maybe a couple more weeks to make sure that this is the one, that nothing else better comes along. But when I just got a message right now, that was our realtor, okay? And I just recently contacted her and let her know that we want to kind of just expand the area that we're looking at to make sure that we're not missing out on anything better before we actually sign on the one that we're currently interested in right now. So that was her. She just sent me an updated list of properties. So I cannot wait to finish this video and get on my phone and see the updated list to see if there's something that's better than what we've already seen. Y'all, one of the highlights of my day over the past few months is to go through and look at these listings and see these pictures. I'm just really excited about moving. I'm really excited about finding a new space. There's really nothing particularly wrong with this space. Even the small little things that I pointed out to you guys, like it's doable. I can deal with it. I'm not high maintenance. You know what I'm saying? It's more so I want to move because I just want a new area, just a new space. I want to breathe different air. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just feel like I just want a new space, you know, just something fresh. And plus, I run my businesses from home, and so I want space to, you know, be able to do that freely. Right now, we're in a 1-bedroom, so I do have an extra space, like in the back of the kitchen for all of my stuff, but I want like a full room or whatever, you know, where I'll record and sew and do my orders and all of that stuff. So, don't fall, honey. So, now switching gears, and this video is going to be long. I'm looking at the record time right now. I'm currently at 16 minutes and 16 seconds. And so, yeah, it's going to be a long video. But hey, what the heck? It's a life update. It's my channel. I can make it as long as I want to. I used to have this thing about trying to make videos that's like 10 minutes or under because I know people don't like watching long videos. But hey, some of these videos on my channel are going to be long. I'm going to tell you that right now. So now, moving on to the next thing. The things that I'm doing in my life. I recently started, well, at the end of last year, I started privately tutoring. And y'all, I really, really love what I do. Like, I never imagined that I'd be a private tutor. I've always been great, mashallah, in school academically. So this private tutoring thing pretty much just comes naturally to me. And I've always had a knack for teaching. I've even, I was in a course, I can't remember when, a while back to become a teacher for a special education teacher. But I have so many different interests that I got through with that course, but I actually never followed through on actually becoming a special education teacher because then my interest got into something else. So that's just the way I am. I try so many things. So right now, one of the things that I'm doing is that I'm privately tutoring, like I just said. And so I'm traveling to clients, you know, in and around the Houston area. I think my furthest client is in Katy, Texas. And I tutor these students. All of my students so far are elementary age, and I really enjoy what I do. And recently, I actually got the tutor spotlight for the company on their Facebook page, and I was just like, oh my goodness, mashallah, you know, God willed it. Like it was just, it was so nice for me. It was so nice to be new to the company as one of the pioneer tutors, actually, which I really didn't know when I first signed on. I didn't realize how new the company was, but then to be recognized for something that I haven't been doing for not even a year yet, you know. So my clients are very pleased with me, and I'm very pleased that they are pleased with me because I do try to do my best, but I didn't know if I would be great at it because I've never been a private tutor before. So if you want to just see that little review, I did post it, screenshots of it on my Instagram page, and if I can find it on their Facebook page again, I'll probably leave a link down to that below. It's just a very short little paragraph with a picture of me, but I just thought that it was pretty nice and it made me feel good about myself. So the private tutoring, oh yeah, still doing the Etsy thing. My Etsy shop is rolling, y'all. Like, I'm so grateful. God is good. My Etsy shop is rolling. Like, at this point, I cannot get down to 0 orders. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Etsy or not, but if you're an Etsy seller, you get orders and you go to your order page and you see how many orders you have. Sometimes, depending on the time of year or whatever, I may not have, you know, a lot of orders for a couple of weeks. But right now, for the past few months, I've been getting orders. Like, I've been busy creating orders, and a lot of my orders or a lot of my items in my Etsy shop are made to order. So when somebody orders them, it may take 2 or 3 weeks for me to actually get the supplies, make them, send it out to them, things of that nature. So I make sure that I let everybody know that. And some of my items are ready to go, like a lot of my oils, they're already ready. All I have to do is hand bottle them, hand label them, package them up, and send them out. But y'all, I'm so excited about my Etsy shop because it is really, really rolling. What else? So I told you about tutoring. I told you about Etsy. Oh yeah, my hair business. I also still do hair. I have a mobile hair service, whereas I go to my clients' homes and do their hair in the comfort of their home. Some of my clients are practicing Muslims, and I only do hair for women and children, and for the children, the males cannot be above 13 years old. So the reason one of the main reasons why I decided to do hair in my client's home is because, like I said, some of my clients are practicing Muslims, and they don't show their hair, and a lot of them are not comfortable going to a salon because that salon may have men there, or they just may not be comfortable with the people that are there. So it's like, hey, I can come to you and do your hair. You know, I might charge a traveling fee or whatever, but I can come to you. I'm not gonna be traveling like more than really, I'm comfortable with traveling maybe 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. For the right price, I may come to you for the travel. If the travel time is an hour, for the right price, I may do that. But really, more than an hour, I'm not really comfortable doing that. So I go, you know, around my area, travel, and do people's hair. I do occasionally work out of a salon that's close to Houston in Stafford, Texas, for my clients that are coming in from out of town. Inshallah, God willing, I may have a client soon who's coming in from Chicago to get her hair done. She contacted me, but I haven't heard anything back from her since our last correspondence. But I'm pretty excited about that. That would be probably the furthest someone has been willing to travel to get their hair done by me. So if that falls through, I'll probably take some pictures or do a little video on that, just because that's, you know, the first time. If it falls through, this will be the first time that I've had a client come from that far to get their hair done. So I told you about tutoring. I told you about the realtor thing. I told you about Etsy shop. I told you about me doing hair. Oh, and the other thing that I do sometimes is, actually I've been doing it with my husband, mystery shopping, guys. And I for a while I thought it was kind of lame, but I figured I'd try it and see like what it is, like what do you do, you know? So mystery shopping, you go to basically any place they have that has a mystery shop scheduled. Like, say for example, I've gone to a thrift store, one of the branded thrift stores that you see like all around. I've gone to a thrift store, and my task was to go through that thrift store, see how clean it is, see how things are organized, purchase, I think it was, I don't know, maybe not at least 2 items, it was a little while ago, but purchase items up to a certain amount, and basically go through the whole checkout process as if you're an actual customer. Don't do anything or say anything that's going to tip them off that you're a mystery shopper. Come out, you know, take notes once you're out. Don't really take notes in the store, because then that might show them that you're a mystery shopper. And so you get reimbursed for the amount that you spend. So basically you get free stuff, and then you get paid on top of that for your time. So you get free stuff and you get paid for going in there. So I was like, okay, this is a win-win situation, because I love going to thrift stores, you know. So I went in there, got me a few items, and filled out my little form, answered all the questions that they needed me to answer, got reimbursed for it, got my free little items, and I was like, okay, good. So that one I did by myself. But the ones that I've been doing with my husband have been the dining shops, which is, y'all, it's so nice. So what happens is they have certain restaurants or whatever that need to be mystery shops, and a lot of times they want you to go not by yourself, but with at least one other person, so that it looks like, you know, you're actually, you know, a couple, you know, who's really going to the restaurant, not that your purpose is to mystery shop. So we've gone to, I think 2 so far, maybe 3, 2, I think definitely 2 so far. 2 nice restaurants, right? Whereas we go in there and we know, you know, what we're looking for. Like, say for example, one thing that we might have to do is go into the restroom and assess how clean the restrooms are. We have to assess the plates and the forks and cups that we're eating from, see if the food, if it's supposed to be hot, if it's really hot, if it's supposed to be cold, if it's really cold, how the customer service is, how the atmosphere is, things like that you have to pay attention to, so that when you're filling out your form, you know how to answer these questions. So for mystery shops like that, you get reimbursed for the amount that you spend for your meal. Like, they might say, okay, you can spend up to $50. Now, if you spend more than $50, then they're only going to reimburse you for up to $50. So you spend, you know, whatever is above that, that's your own money that you're not going to get reimbursed for. But then on top of the amount that you spend that they reimburse you for, they also pay you for doing the mystery shop. So I'm like, this is great. We get to go out to eat and we don't have to pay anything. They reimburse us and they pay us for it. Let's go. So we've been having an amazing time doing that. Like I said, we've only done 2, but it's been really, really fun. Something that we do in our spare time, majority of the time in the afternoon, once we're both done with work or whatever. And it's just, you know, a regular date for us, you know. Trying to see if there's anything else. This video is long. I'm at 24 minutes and 38 seconds. So I think that's it for now. So I'm gonna look at these listings and see if I can find something better than the condo that I told you guys about. And unfortunately, I didn't take a video of that condo, so you guys can really a video of if we go see any others, I might take a video. I don't know, no promises. Oh yes, okay. That's what else I had to tell you guys. So in addition to all the other stuff I just told you guys about, I am also taking classes. I'm taking online classes, Quran classes, and Islamic law classes right now, and I have an exam coming up. Oh my God, in 5 days, and I have to catch up on some of the recordings. Like it's an online class, so they encourage you to watch the class live. But if you cannot watch the class live due to your schedule, life, whatever, then you can just listen to the recording. So I have quite a few recordings that I need to listen to and make sure that I'm prepared for that exam. In addition to that online class, I'm also taking Quranic Arabic course, which is an in-person class that I take on Saturdays, in the morning on Saturdays. Now, this is my favorite class. I don't know if it's because it's in person, but it's very, very small. We have only about, I think it's four. I think it's 4 men and then 2 women, and then there's a male instructor. So, 7 people total. It started off really large, but as time went on, it just dwindled down. So now we're down to a total of 6 students, and then 7 with the professor. But I just really love this class, y'all. It's every Saturday morning. We go in there, we learn. Some of the stuff that we're doing now is confusing for me, but I'm not giving up. When I first started, this is my 3rd installment of this class. Like class number 1 was super easy. I sped through that. Class number 2 was semi-easy. I did well on that exit exam, and I did very well on the exit exam for the first class. But the 3rd class, I'm not so confident about it. Like I said, it's just getting more and more difficult. But I think if I just dedicate more time to studying and reading more Quranic Arabic, then I'll get it. But I'm not doing so great right now. There's really no tests or quizzes or anything like that, just the end exam. But as far as like the homework and staying on top of all the homework and stuff like that, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, what have I gotten myself into? But it's very overall it's a fun class. Like what I'm learning is just very, very interesting, and I do believe that it's Quranic Arabic, just wanting to learn it is just really a blessing, So I'm gonna stick with that, and I'm gonna stick with the online class, even though I have a lot of catching up to do on the online class. And I'm just gonna try to. I think I just need to do a better job at balancing all of this stuff that I'm doing, and then I won't fall behind in any of my classwork. So I think that is it. I'm doing that because I just know that when I end this video, I'm gonna say, man, I missed out on telling them something. But anyway, if I did, then it'll be in the next life update. So this video is probably about 30 minutes long. So it's a sitcom. It's a TV show. So I hope you enjoy watching it. I hope it's not boring, because I seriously just sat here and talked about whatever was on my mind, and I don't think I've ever done this before in any of my videos. So let me know if you like it. If you don't like it, I don't know how it's gonna go over. All right, thanks for watching, y'all. Peace, blessings, love, and light. God be with you. Bye.